Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Williams from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Williams. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 3. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On first down, it's Jeanty. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 56 yards. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play with the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
To throw, Williams. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gino going to hand it to Jeanty. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. Throwing now is Gino. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's good.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he did it up in practice.
And he sidestepped a one-man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Geno now to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in the first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The run straight ahead with Jeanty.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Ashton Jeanty with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14. Bears nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
along the lakefront. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
Brings up second down.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Barkley.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that gain. First down, Philadelphia.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
At the 31, brings up second down.
Second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. Picked up by the All-Pro Zach Paul. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. From the 38 now, here's second and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. He takes off.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches. The Bears' 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Escaping to his left. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That pickup good for 29 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Off he goes. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here.
Less than a yard.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Swift. Oh, he takes a really good leg to the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. That is caught to the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Bears.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Hurts looking to throw on first down. A quick slant taken by Lamb.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Look at that pass. Slinged it across his body and connected. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one. But after only his first catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams. They'll go underneath to Kmet on the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Kurt snap. This one brought in by Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Hurts. This is to Goddard on the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Williams. That's a short throw caught by Kmet. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bears first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He gets that to Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. you got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On second down, Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Kevin Byard. He gained 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down. Raven Man in punt formation for the Eagles.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's first and 10. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Trying to stretch it out, can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
That's taken at about the 14. He'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. They'll drop to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before third down. Throwing is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And this ball incomplete on third down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, the defense forced the punt. They'll try again as they start on first and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Kmet. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That's into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up. Williams to the air once more. To the left side, he's got Kmet. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A quick slant taken by Chase. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
It's a high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. But you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Play action with Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. He gets it forward a little to his 46. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Burton there to bring it in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped it at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st down, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Nix. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Jukes out a one-stop, and he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Nix trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped it at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. Drops back. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain, make it 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Allen on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. Back deep, a former punt returner for nearby Valor Christian High School. It's Christian McCaffrey. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going run again with McCaffrey. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. He's running for it. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Allen now on first down. And he'll get it up to the 44. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree cake that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Nix with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the 29. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's McCaffrey. Juke the defender. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Now here he goes. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He completes it in traffic. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Gotta figure out this third down here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
The issues this offense has been having, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Brad Robbins will kick it away. Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos offense all set to go.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down behind
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
It's quick out line, complete. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Getting out to his left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up to the 27. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. All set up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. To the air again, Allen. Finds his man over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Play action now, Allen. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36.
A pitch to McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Nix from the gun. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And I'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
7-yard loss.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Sutton, the man in motion, headed right. Looking to throw. Mims with the grab. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Shakir now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They look to throw it. Holding by his back, Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here he is to throw. Right back to him. This is caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So Buffalo's going to call his second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. To throw again, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Again, Allen to the air. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And there was no easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.